In this video, let us learn how to add fractions. Suppose I give you two fractions like say 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Now these are those fractions where the denominators are same, right? When the denominators of the fractions are same, you just keep the denominator as it is and add the numerators, that is 1 plus 1. That's how you get 2 by 2, which is nothing but equal to 1. Now the question comes, why should we add only the numerators? Why not the denominators? Now fraction, anything which is in the form of a by b is what you call as a fraction, and this bar over here represents division. Fractions are nothing but divisions of two numbers. Now there is a rule in mathematics which says something like BOD mass. B stands for brackets, this is off, this is division, this is multiplication, this is addition and subtraction. Now whenever you are adding anything, before you add you have to either multiply or divide if you have that option over in your expression. Suppose in this expression or in this particular a by b, division is what comes first. 1 by 2 is you're dividing 1 by 2. That means you're making one whole into two parts. You're making one whole into two parts. That means you're dividing 1 into two parts. So this division is happening first. Then comes the sequence of addition. Right? So here when we are dividing this, when 1 over 2 parts, this is also you're dividing 1 into 2 parts. This should happen first before you add. So where are we adding this? Right? So what are we doing here? Where are we adding this? Where are we dividing this? Suppose you have an option of 1, you're dividing it into 2 parts. Suppose you have another option 1, you're dividing it into 2 parts. I'm so sorry, something like this. Now I want to take this part, say I want to take this part. That means I am taking this half of this, the first one, and the half of the second one. Together they become 1. That is what we do here. So when we are adding the numerators and retaining the denominators, because we know we have already divided that. So what are we doing here? We are adding the numerators provided your denominators are same, that is both these fractions are divided into equal number of parts. Then only then you can add the numerators, that will result in your answer. Suppose if I give you 3 by 4 plus 2 by 4, that means I am dividing one part into 4 parts and I am considering 3 parts of it. I am dividing a whole object into 4 parts and I am considering 2 parts of it. Now when I add this, I get 5 parts of 4. What do you mean by this? We mean to say we are considering one whole object and one part of the 4 objects that it is been divided into, like this one whole and this one. We are considering this whole, that is 4 by 4, plus we are considering this, that is 1 on 4, which is 5 by 4. This is an improper fraction, but yes, such fractions do exist when you're considering more than one object. So when I am adding here, I have 3 by 4 and I have 2 by 4. Since the denominators are same, I am adding the numerators alone. That will give me 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5, and hence your answer is 5 by 4. Suppose if I give you say some 7 by 10 plus say 3 by 10, what is your answer now? Because denominators are same, we are doing this division first as per our BODMAS rule. We have 10 in the denominator. We are adding now the numerators, which is 7 plus 3, which will give us 10 upon 10. Any number divided by the same number will give you 1, and hence this answer is 1.